Hello, I hope you're well, and today I wanted to welcome you to my garden, to let you breathe in the rays of light that are coming down. When I shot this video, which I posted on my French YouTube channel, it was incredible. I was surrounded by little birds and intense light, just like in the photo you are looking at. So, thank you to be here. I wanted to share it with you and give you a breath of fresh air in the midst of all the chaos you are going through in your life, with so many thoughts, and to give you my inspiration of the moment. I am experiencing things as you are. I am in the middle of a storm, but it's true that it's by undoing that we are going to rebuild something brighter, more aligned, more beautiful, like we have always wanted to see. Of course, it's not what we see today, but it is starting by deconstructing. So, it's true that we are very keen to keep our habits and everything we have. But we don't keep them for love. We keep them out of fear, if you look closely. It's true that this introspection of taking stock of our life to see if it's really what we want to perpetuate requires a great deal of honesty. We forbid ourselves, I would say, to look at things differently, because right away there is resistance, limits that come up and say in our minds, I wouldn't have the time to do that. I can't make those dreams come true. I don't have the money. I don't have the right people in my life. I don't have the solutions, and so on. So, we don't even allow ourselves to return to the imaginary. In my second book, The Power of Intuition, I talk about the imaginary. This book was completely dictated to me, and I wondered why it talked about the imaginary. But then I heard other people talking about the imaginary, and I thought, so that's what it's all about. Because being a channel or script for subtle and very luminous energies requires letting go and working hard on your self-confidence. It all came together one day when I was used to being very much in control. It asked me to embrace and look at the resistances I had. So, regarding to the world of the imagination, well, we have cut ourselves off from it, saying no, it is useless. So we would rather look at a screen or pick up a book, whereas imagination is part of creation. Children are fully in the imaginary world, and if you look closely, they don't live at all in the same world as we do. They have castles, make their characters talk, dress up and become a fairy, a hero. They are very happy in their world, and they don't want to leave it to go and eat or anything else. Well, look at an adult. They quickly censor themselves as soon as an idea or something makes them a little happy. We say no, it's not possible. Take a good look at the mechanism. You can observe it. It is an automatic mechanism we have trained to use to deprive ourselves of the magic of life. And life will bring you exactly what you asked for. In other words, it will show you that you were right to say no. It will bring you situations, emotions, people, etc. that will prove you right, except that you created the impossibility beforehand by your decision to say no, I can't, because I don't have this or that. You see, the decision is about whether or not I'm going to quit my job. Not at all. That's up to life to organize the new universe for you, based on the deeper decision that's yes instead of a no. When in fact I don't see the means to get there. So, when you have an idea that makes you happy, like, oh, I would love to go on a trip somewhere. Know that this idea comes from somewhere too. Just like the refusal afterwards to say, oh, well, no, I can't. That's got to come from somewhere. Contrary to popular belief, thoughts or ideas are not created in the head. In fact, we are not just a head with a brain. We are much more than that. We are a consciousness. So you could say we are a mind that plays with many things. But the spirit isn't separate from the source, which, you might say, almost gives birth to souls. We don't really know how it works, and we don't really know where we come from. One thing we do know, however, is that no surgeon, scientist, or other has ever found thoughts in a head. There is a mind that dreams, thinks, imagines, and creates matter. So, if you put your anchor there, you are no longer in a body or a little thing that doesn't have the means. If we are in and of the mind, and even if we don't know much after all, we can observe that's going on. There are thoughts of all kinds. In particular, thoughts of limits or thoughts of ideas that make us want to be happy. That we can do is just observe the mechanisms. I can see that I can dream if I want to. I can also say no to myself. And that is usually what happens on its own. Otherwise, you might have the life you aspire to. If you look at these mechanisms, you can see that you are not the limitation. You are not all that. In fact, you are still behind it. I would say that you are the space in which everything is played out. Imagine that you are the space in which a thought emerges. I want to do that. And another thought comes right behind? No, that's not possible. Because then you can say to yourself, does the thought, no, that's not possible, make me feel better? Or does it constrict me? I am obliged to believe it? So, what I love to do is not set myself a goal and say, I absolutely want this or that in the material world. I don't really want to play that game because the universe, consciousness, life, love, whatever you want to call it, is bound to want something good for me if I am in tune with it. If I am consciously in flow, I'm part of life. How I am separate from it. We are a spirit, and in spirit we are one. We all know that everything is energy and vibration, so how can it be that the life I am integral part of doesn't want me to feel good? Of course, until today, we have unconsciously held on to the idea that something is impossible and scary. That is why we live in this world of ours. We don't want that anymore, do we? Wars, disease, suffering, and so on. It is this heightening of consciousness that we are currently experiencing that makes us say we don't want any more of it. So we have to consciously stop feeding these thoughts of fear and separation. We have to start somewhere. And that somewhere comes from taking my responsibility as a creator to choose what I keep in my mind and what I focus on. Because that's what's going to manifest a certain universe for me. We are such a powerful creator that life gives me exactly what I ask for. If all day long I hold on to and nurture, I believe in ideas, thoughts of fear, of I can't or I'm afraid of the unknown, I can't afford it, I'm not capable, etc. Life will give me exactly what I ask for and show me that I'm right. On the other hand, if I say to myself, wait a minute, today I can't afford it, but this idea crosses my mind and I want to travel, it's coming from somewhere, and I can see that it's bringing me joy. So maybe it's coming from the Holy Spirit within me. As the book A Course in Miracles says, if it comes from my joy, it comes from love, not from fear. So I can say to myself, what if I listen to it? Of course, in my life right now, I don't see how I can go to New York, for example. But I think it's a great idea. So before I close the lid and say I can't, even if I don't see how it will be possible, it is up to me to say yes to the universe, to say yes to your heart. I know I don't see how it is possible. I'm not going to lie to myself. But I'm saying yes. I want this. I want all the gifts. I want to ride the waves of life. I want to go, 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 rather than the usual no. What's more, if I say no, what is in fact my soul's wish or the aspiration of that wish is good for me, or the healthy spirit, I am building a wall and the waves will break over it because I am declaring that I want to do everything myself and cut myself off from life in the end. That hurts, that causes ashes and pains in the body, illness, accidents, unstable or disharmonious relationships, and so on. So, I invite you to say yes to what brings you joy and to put your trust, your whole trust package on it, even if you don't yet see the how. Let the universe recalibrate, harmonize, and change around you. You don't need to worry about that. It's not up to you. Everything that's material, specific, is out of your hands. See, that's a nice way of looking at life. Sometimes I have something proved to me. I'm there all happy, and then 2 days later it's finally cancelled. Well, I'm happy anywhere because I know it is best for me and for everyone. I would rather not get hung up on it. I prefer to let the waves go by, to sail with life and not against it, because life is me. In this way, we function from love, and with love, with the source. Little by little, we let go of our fears and heal ourselves more and more, believing our beliefs less and less because we see that they keep us in a box. We let go and let the universe take us on its path instead of barricading everything with fear. On this path, it will help you heal your fears. You are never alone. Ask to be with it. Use the words that resonate within you. Guardian angel, source, Holy Spirit, whatever. It helped me to heal my fears, and I don't call them trials but rather experiences. And if you sow trust everywhere, everywhere it will grow. It will grow in your life, but above all, it will grow in your heart, and you will want to trust it more and more and more. Stay with it and breathe. Relax. If you want to take that time, relax your shoulders and take a moment to breathe into your belly. Every time I breathe in, light and love descend into you. Inhale the magic of life, the love of life. Inhale and put it everywhere in your cells. I will stop saying no and say yes. I embrace everything that comes. The refusal of the refusal, and behind it, I say yes. I hope this video makes you feel good. Please comment if you feel like saying that you are going through, if you feel like sharing something, or if you feel like I should talk about something in particular. Although I'm letting myself be guided. You are part of my life. We are one. And in these beautiful energies of love that are coming to us right now, that are within us, and that are everywhere. If you open your eyes and are willing to see that love is everywhere, and the universe is giving you exactly what you have asked for in terms of the ideas in your mind, well, you are going to start looking at what you have in your mind. You will be able to consciously sort out what you keep and what you don't, so you can co-create the new world of love we all want. We are all one in spirit. I send you my love, and I will see you soon.